I'm doing a VR to Ember HoneyRaven's public service announcement video that she recently did. um, Girl, you had me rolling, and I do the same thing you do, which is I kind of listen to YouTube at work. I like it's like a radio show kind of thing, like you were saying, where it's just kind of like talk AM. And I listen to people's videos. Do you know how hard it was for me to hold it together in my little cube? Skype, yes. Um, Today when I was sitting there watching that video, I was like, oh my god, oh Lord. Anyway, that was hilarious. So I thought I would, do a VR to basically let you know that you're not alone. And I too have made this discovery. In fact, I didn't even think about it until you said something about the Senna. And so I was like, you know what? I'm going to look at mine. I too have recently started drinking a diet tea. Mine is Taja tea. It's a saffron tea. What got me was the chai. I love chai tea so much. And this is definitely a really good quality diet chai tea. I really like the flavor. I do add a little bit of honey. However, I was going to, give a suggestion maybe to try. I don't know if you drink your tea exclusively hot or iced. If you're like me, I'm pretty, it kind of depends on my mood. With this, if you have a sensitive GI tract, which I have IBS, and so, or I have had IBS-like symptoms in the past. Here's the thing about this kind of tea, and it's not just this one, it's not sure any of them that say diet tea, beware. They can stir up your guts, so to speak. And I too experienced the, interesting noises that can come from the human gastrointestinal tract. It's pretty entertaining and mortifying if you are around other people. So yes, I recommend with this, like brewing it really diluted, like with a lot more water than you normally would, and maybe half and half it in your day, rather than drinking the whole cup at one time or 3 cups at one time. That's crazy. I don't know if I'd have made it. I don't know if I'd have made it from where my desk is to where the restroom is. I'm pretty sure I would have had to just go home. So thank goodness, no, 1 cup does enough. I actually re-steep mine. I typically kind of drink it slowly throughout the morning. I have a teacup. It's kind of a biggish teacup. And once I, do a full cup in there, I keep the tea bag. I don't get rid of it. I brew it again. So in the afternoon, it's a little bit more mild. And I do drink a lot of water. And that's another thing is, especially if you're drinking diet tea, and because they do have these, laxative properties that move things through quickly. I mean, like when I have this tea first thing in the morning, like my lunch has a 20-minute window. I digest everything like within 30 to 45 minutes, it's moved all the way through. So not a lot of time to soak up nutrients. So keep that in mind. When you're trying to lose weight, it's important that you still maintain what you actually need to be healthy, and you don't just completely dehydrate yourself, which you could do if you drink this. I also read something on Senna, just as an FYI, really not a good idea to use this for more than 2 weeks at a time. So if you drink it daily, like I drink it daily during the week, but then I don't drink it on the weekends. But after reading that, I think I'll probably take a week off and then, go back to it, because it can, it can do damage because it is very strong, and it irritates the bowel system, and that's why it stimulates like get out of here kind of reflexes by the body. So you don't want to put your body in that state too often. But it is, it definitely, if you drink it slowly and it doesn't, you do it where it doesn't disturb your guts, it does curb your appetite. So it is helpful in that way. At least that's what I've found. But there is a comfortable way to do it. It's just I would recommend diluting it a lot, like brew it double water what you would normally brew a cup of tea, and go with that. Oh, and the other thing I was going to say is consider adding honey or stevia or something to it to make it sweeter, to make up for the fact that the flavor's not as strong, and maybe ice it, put it on iced tea, because that ice is going to melt in there in the water, and tea always kind of loosens its sweet by the end of the ice melting process. So you're going to drink it anyway. So it's like, just dilute it a lot, and it'll curb your appetite, and it won't make you feel like you have to have poise depends or something on, just in case of an emergency. Oh man, I'm still thinking about that video. That was so funny. Anyway, okay, that's all I had to say. That was my contribution to that. Is this is another option, and whatever kind of diet tea you're using, water it down, put some sweetener in it to bring it back up in the flavor category, and just when you start gurgling and whistling, out of your gut area, it's probably time to slow it down, back up, drink some water, eat a banana. Anyway, see you guys later. Blessed be.